let's talk about my favorites. How about it? I'm Michelle. Thank you so much for joining me today. I want to talk about some things I've been loving, and I would love for you to let me know some things that you've been loving, so I have some new things to try. Preface this by saying I haven't done anything in March. I barely put on makeup. I've barely done any skincare. I have schooled my children, but that's what I normally do anyway. Even cleaning, cooking, I've done cooking. Skip that part. I've done so much cooking, more cooking than I ever want to do in my life. Okay, so I don't have a lot of favorites. That's all that to say that I haven't used a lot of products this month. In fact, reading is one of my favorite things to do. Getting into a book has been extremely hard, but I'm reading a book right now called The Storyteller. Pull it up on Kindle here for you. The Storyteller. And it just got super dark in here. It's a really good book. Really good book, and it just took a really bad turn. I do recommend that, but it is heavy reading. It's not light frou-frou. You see the light coming through? It's like, this is one more thing. I'm laughing and crying. I don't know what to do here. I'm just going to record and the light's going to change a bunch and there's nothing I can do about it because that is a window right there. Okay. It's heavy reading. If you're not ready for heavy reading, don't pick it up. But if you want a book that you can immerse yourself in and really get into, Jodi Picoult will do that in all of her books, but they're always heavy. Now, if you want something super light that will just get your mind off the world, fast-paced, super entertaining, funny, a little risque, let me just say, if you have children listening, I will not say anything that they can't hear, but let me just say that the author often talks about women of the night. I don't want to say the word because I don't want any kids saying, Mom, what's that? He talks about them a lot. They're integral to many of his stories. And the author I'm speaking of is John Locke. I have mentioned him before. Every one of my friends knows to read his books. I'm going to link one of his books in the description for you. Although any book you pick of John Locke's, you're going to love. It's escapism at its finest. This author is so unique and so fun. You're gonna love him. You're gonna come back to me in a day. You could finish his books in a day and tell me thank you, because everybody who ever has said that. But remember, if you don't like those kinds of books, this is not for you. This is not a rated PG book in any stretch of the imagination, but it's also not super, super detailed, you know what I mean? But it definitely is talking about those things in a hilarious way. You're just gonna have to read it to understand. So that's some good escapism. If you're looking for some other ways to escape, maybe you prefer TV, let's talk about some of my favorite shows right now. Survivor's on. Survivor's on. Need I say more? This is the best season of Survivor. It's the 40th year of Survivor. That is not true. It is the 40th season of Survivor, and this is all old players, all winners from previous seasons that are back. So literally it's the best of the best playing. I'm not going to give any spoilers because you can easily catch up. And right now I know that for a couple of days CBS All Access was trending. Here comes the light again. I'm okay. CBS All Access was trending, and why is CBS All Access trending? It's because you get a free month, whereas normally you just get a week. Anyways, in a month, you can get caught up to the episode that we are in and then probably finish out the season with us. Well, you can watch CBS. You can watch... Used to be, you could watch every episode of Survivor. You could watch one episode of Survivor per week. So I'm not sure how CBS does it nowadays, but if that's the case, even when your month lapses, you can still finish the season, I believe. But it's worth it. It's like $6 or something a month. I don't even know how much because it's totally worth it. Second is Walking Dead. If you've never watched Walking Dead, pretty great time to do nothing but binge 10 seasons of The Walking Dead because it's super, super good. And lastly, if you're just looking for something to just take your mind off everything in your life, Love is Blind. I know I mentioned it last month. That's because it's so hilariously crazy wrong in every possible way, and I'm gonna watch every episode for the rest of my life because it's amazing. In all the worst ways, it's amazing. Another really great show if you just want to laugh is Brooklyn Nine-Nine. It is so hilarious, so funny, so well put together, all the right things, just clicking. If you've never watched it, binge it, get caught up. That will really take your mind off the world and just escapism, okay? That's the way to escape. Another fun way to escape is with makeup. Most of us can agree that beauty is fun. Let me show you a couple of things that I've been liking. This palette is really, really pretty. And I'm wearing it right now. I love that there's not a mirror in there. I'm gonna say it. I'm gonna say it. Why do we need mirrors in our palettes? Charge us less, don't put a mirror in. I don't wanna spend $5 for a mirror. I have a mirror. I use my mirror to put on the rest of my makeup. Am I really carrying a palette around in my purse that I need a mirror? Seriously?
Rant over.
This is a super cute palette though. I'm wearing it now, and let me just close my eyes for you for just a second. Get a good look there. I put the patchouli on as the base, and then I put some cinnamon on over there on that part of my eye. So then I put myrtle here. And then lastly, I took this jasmine and I put it right here to give me some glow on my eye. Now, let me just say, somewhere between 45 and 46, my eyes changed. Putting on eyeshadow is a horror show. It is so difficult to put on eyeshadow these days. First of all, my eyelids are so creepy. And the second part is my hoods are so bad that it's like, I need 20 hands or something because I'm lifting up, and it's bad. But this particular palette actually makes it a lot easier because it just glides, it smooths, it's perfect for especially over 40 eyes.
Over 40 eyes and the skin hates me.
Perfect for that. The next thing, and that's a great price. You can find that on Amazon. That's going to be linked for you. I say if you like color, go grab that. Treat yourself. The next one is a little bit pricier one, but I did not pay for this. I got this in a beauty box. I'm pretty sure I did. I don't remember buying it, so I don't know. Who knows where I got it? Natasha Denona Diamond and Glow. I am a huge fan of Natasha Denona, but I'm not a fan of the prices, so I don't buy a lot of her stuff. They're just gorgeous, but I don't buy a lot. I have not even used the blush, if you can believe it. This highlighter, yummy. It's just yummy. I did mention that I like glitter, and I have mentioned that a time or two in every single video I've done with makeup. And this is very chunky glitter. This is not a subtle glitter. I hope that you can see how glittery great. I have a fantastic pimple. That's so lovely. Could 2020 get worse? Now I have a pimple. And the sun. Great. You can't see the pimple now. You can see, though, the chunky glitter, and I'm going to put some on my hand just so you can get a better feel for it here. I want you to really be able to see the chunky glitter. Oh, it's just, stop, it's so good. It feels like velvet. It is so smooth. You're not going to be able to get the vibe on my hand. Let's try it with the brush, see if we can glitter. It's just like diamonds on my hand. In this case, diamonds on my face. And this is just a brush that I have in my drawer. This is nothing big. This is Beaute. It's just a fluffy brush. And I find this goes on better with the fluffy brush. The more dense brushes, not good for this. You need a fluffy brush. And then you can just dab it on. You can do this. It doesn't matter because it's, yeah. Look at this. Can you see that? Who knows? Because the light in here is terrible. Why did I try recording right now? I'm losing it. Okay, my next favorite thing, my next favorite thing is this Tatcha lip balm. I am telling you, this is amazing. Look at this beautiful color. This is it. I'm wearing it. I'm wearing it right now. And it's so subtle. I feel like it just brings out my lips only better. And there's not a whole big process of trying to get it on just right, like with lipstick. You just put it on. And if it's not perfect, who cares? Because it's lip balm. And it's so moisturizing. I mean, have you ever tried anything Tatcha that you didn't love? No, that's not a thing. I was talking to someone on Instagram the other day, and they mentioned how they're wearing perfume and it just makes them feel a little bit better about the day. And you know, one thing that I do is I save my perfume for a special occasion. Well, I decided I'm not going to do that. I have a lot of perfume. I get samples all the time from Sephora. Hack. And this is one of my favorite perfumes. This is Malibu by Pamela Anderson. I am obsessed with Pamela Anderson, first of all, let me just say that. And I had to get a perfume because of that. The perfume is amazing. The bottle is super cute. I don't buy a lot of perfumes, first of all, whole actual bottles. This is not something I do. But this was so inexpensive and such a cute bottle. If you're as annoyed about the lighting situation as I am really, really sorry. We're almost done, so just hang out with me for just a few more minutes. Anyways, it smells great. It's very light. It's very subtle, but it does smell like a spring day feels, and it just a great, great price. The next thing I love is this. I cannot believe I paid $2 for this in my deals group, and it holds my ear pods, which by the way are amazing. And it's just so cute. What I like about it is that it's protecting the case, because for some reason I keep dropping it all over the place. It's super slick. The actual case is so slippery. This is that silicone so that it's grabby. It's grabby in my hands. It's grabby when I set it down. And then even if I wanted to be a doofus, I could hook it to my pants. I know I'm a doofus, but not that big of a doofus. And at $2, I couldn't pass it up. This also will wirelessly charge. Through this, it will wirelessly charge. I have no complaints about this, and I will always have it. The only thing I could improve this with if it had like flamingos on it or something. I love flamingos. Normally, I would end the video with food and then something really, really weird, because isn't that what you come here for? But I don't have any food treats for you because I'm not eating anything but Reese's peanut butter cups. And I think you know all about those because you're eating them too. And I don't have anything weird because life is weird enough right now. Isn't it? Be kind and rewind. Thank you, son, for ruining my video. And then I did cinnamon as the over the I can't remember any words. And then I put some cinnamon on over there on that part of my eye. And then my favorite thing in the world is glitter. So then I put, it feels